Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, hopefully, with everything working. Uh, we are gonna be testing the audio again once we get into game. There was some audio difficulty when we were in game. So far we are good on the side of the caster desk for now. They have just
For
started
now.
draft, so we will be going over to that shortly. But we do apologize for everyone at home. When we come back, we will see what happens. So we are live. Draft is starting. Also, I don't think anyone's here yet. Oh, I think everyone's coming back. Sweet, everyone is coming back. Sorry, I was stream lag. Was this like, am I talking to myself? But yeah, no, we're good. Noble. Um, so we do. Shrimp Game did win. The first game. I cast a curse at them. What
Spoilers,
What's
man.
new? Well, it's on the screen.
Oh, it is? Oh, my bad.
It's on the screen.
Hey,
But we
I hope, are we able to get our points back, do we know? Because I deserve the points for winning that. My prediction always right.
Mine are always wrong, so keep that in mind for all of you at home. I normally pick wrong for some reason, just mad caster curse. But once again, the Seraphine for Shrimp Game. We weren't able to watch too much of the first game, but I'm assuming it worked. Because they
Oh, the
did win with it in the
Lysandra
first
was
game.
phenomenal that game. That's all I can remember seeing from the logs in the game. So, that's all I know. Lysandra, very strong. But, looks like we just have, I believe they were very similar bands to last game. We saw the Corki and the Lux band, I believe.
Yeah,
And I
Nocturne
believe we
is
also
the
saw the
same jungle
Sejuani
band
and
as well.
Nocturne band, so
Yeah, trying to ban out Knock. I mean, knock on Nocturne is pretty disgusting when I have watched him. Not a good time, but Maokai coming. We did say we hadn't seen Maokai in a while. Well, there he is.
I assume he's a
The-
support though. I
yeah,
I haven't seen him in the role of top lane in forever. He's just so weak. Overall, not that strong. He has some good CC, but after they nerfed the little tree thing that he threw in the bush that was
the saplings.
obnoxious,
Yeah,
yeah, after that got nerfed, you didn't see him that much at all. Because he was initially really strong with zoning because of those. But it looks like Shrimp King has opted in to go again with the Lysandra and the Seraphine here. So definitely going to be looking for more of those like crazy good, just overall like chain CC combos from the Lysandra. And overall, we're just going to have to be worried about that champion. They also opted in to get the Trundle once more. Very strong champion. Not too sure how good the jungle went last game. I saw they were neck and neck with Drags for quite a while, so
yeah.
we're
I mean, same picks
yeah.
outside of the Maokai so far. 4 for 5 for pretty much just repeats. If this is a support Maokai, we're probably gonna be seeing something else from the jungle for Javi.
It was a Volibear, yeah.
Volibear, I mean, that is a flex pick. I mean, that could I mean,
He
Maokai
could
and
be
Volibear
top
could
or jungle, yeah.
yeah, this I like these flex picks so far. They can kinda go wherever for actually both of these picks. I mean, because it could still be Maokai top and Volibear jungle or Volibear top, Maokai support. Any mix match. I mean, they still have, a lot of draft power, with these picks. Whereas Shrimp Game, they're kinda locked in. I mean, Eternal could go top, they could mess around, but it's probably gonna be, um, knock on the, Eternal again, so we shall see. But
Oh yeah.
I think these are same bands too. Well, I think the Victor
The
was picked
Victor
last
ban,
game.
yeah, because they did have a Victor last game, but this game they're choosing to ban that out. So I saw
Yeah,
Victor get some kills, but this time, sitting on wards has opted in to ban out the Jinx and the Mordekaiser. Jinx, another one of those hyper carry champs, so
right.
definitely not going to want to be seeing that here in the Rift. And Mordekaiser, fairly strong top laner. Very bad and very good depending on the matchup overall. But for sure,
And
looks
they
like we'll be finalizing our picks here shortly with a Malphite here on the side of sitting on wards as well. What do you think about that, Prime?
Well, I mean, I think they maybe could have had more of a reactionary pick. I think there was already 2 mid lane bans. I think they probably should have just picked the mid lane and then, you know, keep that top lane pick. Because I mean, obviously, it's probably gonna be Malphite top now. They could have saved that top lane pick for the last pick, so they still could have that flex power. Well, now that they've picked the Malphite, it's pretty much very obvious that their last pick is gonna be for the mid lane. So now they had now that Shrimp Game has the ability to counter pick top. Excuse me. Where sitting awards, I think they had that. I mean, they had the flex pick. They could have just waited.
Well,
And
they can
I like
still
this set.
opt in for like an AP Malphite mid if they need it. I'm not too sure how good it is now. I do know for a while it was very strong, so we may end up seeing that as well. Though I do feel like Malphite's still most likely top lane, but
Yeah,
we
which I
can't be
mean,
too sure just yet.
you got a full build Malphite and Set picks him up and throws him in the team. I like the pick. Looking to be an Azir pick for the side of seeing on wards. So, most likely it's going to be that Malphite top, Volibear jungle, Azir mid, and then Maokai Kaelin in the bot lane for sitting on wards. And Ezreal Seraphine, going to be in the bot lane for Shrimp Game, which I think should be kind of fun. I mean, I think this is a little bit less of a front to back comp, with the Ezreal for Shrimp Game, and sitting on wards as well. I think Sandwich still is wanting to do the front to back, so I think they're still gonna have the same mission that they did last game. Now, are they gonna be able to execute it this time around? We shall see, because evidently they didn't last time. Um, not a lot of they have a lot of CC for the side of seeing awards, a lot of peel as well, especially with the Emperor's Divide from Azir, and the Nature's Grasp, I think it's called for Maokai. A lot of peel, like AOE peel for the side of Sand Lord. So we'll see if they can use that to protect the K1 in his ear.
Yeah, well, most definitely. They're gonna have to see something change around here, especially since Shrimp Gang opted in for a very similar comp to what they had last game. Like once again, good top laner. Set very big bully. Malphite, however, also can be quite annoying just because of his poke. His Q. He walks up, gets the Q off on you, and gets that extra movement speed to just run away from you. Very annoying. So even though Set does have good movement from his Q as well, I'm not too sure if the Set will be able to catch up to the Malphite and bully him as much, to say the
Right.
least.
We shall see. I mean, we'll probably be going to a short break here soon. Once I get the green light from Ryline, but I'm feeling pretty good about both teams. Predictions are up. So far, it is a 100% pick for the side of sitting on wards. Just for the sake of gambling and getting your money back, I'm gonna go ahead and throw some money to Shrimp Gang. Spin some gaps there. I kind of like both. I don't think either team like hard hard won this draft. Um, I really like it's pretty safe picks for both sides. I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
pretty identical picks from Shrimp Game as last game, besides uh the Ezreal and the Set, which I mean, Set has now 3 champions that uh he can use that showstopper on. So
That's
like
true, yeah.
that's a lot of room uh for picks, at least to get some good damage
One thing
early
I
in
do
setup
want to
fights.
point out about the Set is
Mhm.
Set's splitting ability is very strong. We could see Set opt in for a hull breaker here, since Malphite and Maokai, excuse me, both team
Yeah.
fight oriented champs. So once Set does get to that mid game spike where he has a Bork, a Gore Drinker, Triforce, something around there, and he has a hull
Mhm.
breaker with that, he can do some serious splitting, and it will cause issues because sure Malphite does good damage in lane, out of lane. Unless he's going AP, he's not going to be able to burst the set down a lot very well, especially with the Haymaker from the set. He'll be able to
Mhm.
cancel a decent amount of burst while reflecting a lot of damage back to the Malphite. And Maokai will just be able to like CC and slow the set, so definitely going to have to worry about a set split here once again. Any champ that can split push, as we've seen in our previous team gap games, usually end up causing a pretty big gap there for especially towers taken.
Mhm.
Anyone who can split, we see usually win the game for the team as they force people to split up.
Right. Well, I guess for that we are going to cut to a break. Hopefully, these audio issues in game will be remedied, but we will be right back.
Who else can she do it? Oh, phenomenal play.
From back things to that side now. It doesn't matter. Oh, and he's gonna go and take out the next tower. He's gonna go in XPP and both teleports used too late. It doesn't matter. Carbon single-handedly won this game for the side of Doctor Point. That is so crazy.
They're gonna go ahead and catch her out. Uh-oh, let's see if they're gonna go to engage onto WG. There is a lot of damage though. Yep, Vitals is gonna go and come through. Flashes over, misses the shockwave. How unfortunate. WG is
WG able to get out and taking that kill. What is going on?
Ratu is gonna go ahead and follow the birds of flies. Very nice. Titano is gonna go ahead and be the next victim on the side of X-Rising Esports.
Down the last focus in the team gap. Ace is coming through.
WG. What the heck?
WG, what a god.
Death Realm, okay.
Yeah, Mordekaiser at level advantage right now. 2 level advantage, just taking over to 10 there. Windward Ocean in a lot of trouble right now. He does have his jungler. If he's able to survive, he's going for the showstopper there onto Rosu. Mordekaiser getting down a little bit lower. He is running out of HP. Going for the obliterate. He is going to be able to find the kill on Windward Ocean. One more Q, able to find the double.
Enough. Focusing
No,
now.
shut down 5.
2 for 1. Yeah, there goes the shutdown that we talked about earlier. Now the bullet time's gonna come through. Stops it early just in case. Burger's 5 is gonna go down. Ghost is next to Queen now being ran down. She's the last member alive for Queen's Gambit and not enough. 3 for 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the set. We thought he was going to be able to win. He's a Haymaker, and he's able to flash to land the sweet spot.
That is true. Okay, Volk's gonna go ahead and pick that up. He's just gonna go ahead and engage well with the time. Very nice spell engage as well. Also ultimate. W's gonna go ahead and ulti onto the backline as well. So Queen looking really
Oh, a 3% shockwave.
Oh my god, that's gonna be 2 members down, 3 members down almost. Let's see
Looking
if
for the
they're
third.
picking up. And they are going for it all the way underneath tower.
Set here. And we were talking a little bit
Oh,
in Champion.
no.
Oh, that is a Nydia landing a full combo. Captain has nowhere to go, no flash.
Well, okay, we do have Okapio's gonna go ahead and engage. Then the 4-man charm. Beautiful. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Next one. And then down goes the 3rd. And the 4th person goes to
Yeah.
is next. Oh, Abby,
Yeah,
dear
Cappy
God.
stealing that ult is probably not what they expected.
Oh my god. Push down immediately. Alright, the solar flare just misses completely. Does dash over the wall. Oh! What a monster! Now they have to disengage. Very nice ultimate.
And it only to Sonya's, but it will cost him his life. Nico advised him on the back end. Now Sejuani, Dark Binding, locks her up. Can't go anywhere. The KO damage is so insane at this point. Almost 3 hits there, and will flash in. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Welcome back, everyone, to our Team Gap game here. Sorry about the previous slight issues that we had. Technical difficulties, some OBS issues, but I believe we got it fixed out. Actually, it looks like, not too sure if it's an item glitch here on my screen, but the set for getting his items looks like we're
Same on
having
my
a
screen.
5-man pick invade here. But they're not going to get any picks off of this. They will take the flash from the Volibear, however.
That will be useful or would have been useful in the early ganks. Especially, I mean, I guess, with Seraphine Ezreal, it's probably not the best, gank, uh, early gank
Yeah.
potential, with the Arcane Shift from Ezreal and, the roots from, the Seraphine, beat drop. But, not gonna have it regardless, for this early, level 3 gank. I mean, I guess if you're gonna lose a flash, it's probably best to lose it on the jungler early game.
Oh yeah,
He's just
definitely
not
would
gonna be
say
able to
that.
do as much. I mean, yeah. I mean, Sandra and Azir are gonna be slapping each other around. Sandra also kind of hard to gank, but Dank Chetta and Agassi are gonna try and get some shenanigans done. Gonna force a flash from Magic Man. Dank Chetta is also gonna flash and go in. Magic Man's getting kind of low. Can he get the last auto? The sapling does kill. Dank Chetta is kind of. Kodak's just gonna kill him. Does he have the last Mystic shot? Dank Chetta's gonna try and bob and weave, but nope, he's just gonna auto him. Dank Chetta just getting a little over aggressive. He doesn't even get the first blood. I guess he gets the first blood. So now it's 1-0 Ezreal who can just farm this wave by himself.
The best trade here in my opinion, because if it did go to the Caitlyn, that 400 gold lead, nice, but Caitlyn not being able to pick up anything with this death, her quote-unquote fast back, as the Maokai ended up obtaining the gold, and it does give Ezreal a chance to get a Sheen immediately when he backs now.
Yeah,
that 300 gold plus whatever he gets from CSing.
Yeah, so I mean, they're gonna hit level 2 first. I mean, Ezreal's already got the Arcane Shift. Well, I don't know if there's that much kill potential with, Caitlyn in the beginning. But very fast, level 2 for Ezreal, getting that solo XP and farm. But Hottest Cashier doing the exact opposite, kind of having a lane kingdom for the moment. Luckily, Knock Knock didn't lose his blue buff. Tony, I believe there was a ward on their blue buff, so he was able to suss him out and stop Hobby from taking the blue buff, kind of delaying his jungle a little bit. Which, I mean, Nox's jungle was also delayed as well from trying to help bot lane. Big Chet is going to take a root from the beat drop, and that was just a huge wave that just crashed. I mean, they're already almost taking the first plate just from minions.
Oh yeah, Set looks like he's gonna take a nice little back here. We got some poking down in the bot lane. Set opting in to grab 2 health pots and a control ward, as well as a long sword here on this back.
That's super nice.
Oh yeah, definitely a nice back for him. He shoved the wave a bit, was able to TP back into lane. And Malphite's still trying to freeze the wave here, maintain that freeze. We actually got a nice little bit of engage here too.
Yeah, Tony was spotted out on this, I guess they just kind of saw him on that first initial ward. And great job by the red side bot lane to suss him out. They know Tony's there. Tony thinks that he's fine. They have the pink ward in the tri-brush, but they saw that he was coming down on that first initial river ward. But they're still gonna fight it out. Dank Chetta taking a lot of damage. Tony throws down the shard. They're still gonna. The Piltover Peacemaker almost kills Tony. Hobby's gonna keep running, but he doesn't have the move speed.
Really
Hobby,
if he had that flash, man, he would have been able to pick up a sweet kill there on the Lissandra, but as we saw, him burning that flash early on definitely cost him the ability to get a kill here, as we just saw.
Hobby's still sticking around. They might go for a dive. I mean, Hobby's not 6. They don't have.
I don't think they'll dive here, personally.
Yeah, I mean, the Stormbringer would be
also
nice,
gonna get
but
a cheater recall.
Yeah, Dank is super low. This is pretty risky. Magic Man's still full. Kodak's still at quarter, and they have the pink ward there, so I guess he's just gonna stay to clear out the ward. But Tony and Knock Knock are motioning towards that bot lane.
Looks like they might actually try to get a drag, but they get vision on the Trundle from the Volibear, so looks like Trundle's gonna end up backing up, as well as Maokai and Kate also gonna back off, not wanting to risk a 3v3 here as Caitlyn is so low. Sure, Ezreal's at half, but he's a bit safer of a champ, and he has a heal and flash available, so He is definitely much safer right now than the Caitlyn is.
Yeah, Magic Man kind of burning a lot of mana right now, getting kind of low. I mean, he's still got a biscuit. Yeah, it looks like he is gonna burn it. Azir doing work on Tony. Tony's actually been bot lane more than I feel like he's been mid.
Yeah, for sure. You know, he was stuck there in the bot lane a little bit. Delayed his back a slight amount. But we're gonna see
worse.
Set
Looks like they're
get a
getting
nice
dragon.
freeze in as well up here, costing him his health pots. But he does have that XP advantage right now, so he's definitely gonna just try to get an engage here once Malphite attempts to step up here for another minion once the wave comes in.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing really big CS discrepancies in this top and mid. The opposite for teams. You got 52 CS and 26 for Hottest Cashier against this Malphite. But on the other side, Tony's been bought a lot. So, you know, like we said, decomposition has been got several more waves. You know, just kind of chilling. You know, being Azir, just being that control mage. He just wants to ramp up, be that late game Azir. He's got a level up as well, so he can kind of just bully Tony at the moment. Yeah, but we did get that problem fixed. Still another wave crashing for decomposition. Looks like he's just gonna let it hit tower. Both junglers are actually in the same points, both taking their reds, so we might see Knock Knock try and go for this low Caitlyn. Looks like he's just gonna hold the wave.
Gonna grab this wave here, make sure none of that CS or XP goes to waste. Try to hold it there for his ADC. And as we see, Set back to grab 2 daggers as well as completed his Vampiric Scepter. So he will be opting in for that Bork first item. And Malphite has picked up a cloth armor, so that could build into, you know, Ninja Tabi or even a Bramble Vest here. Bramble Vest, definitely a good investment, especially against, you know, the Set who has a Vampiric Scepter. You know, definitely going to be getting some nice healing from that, so they got to grab some anti-heal for sure. As always,
how do you feel about this bot lane, by the way? Because they did first pick the Seraphine. You know, now 2 games in a row. So they really want Magic Man on this champion. You know, already doing work for it. You know, he's been keeping Dankcheddar pretty low. But how you feeling about this bot lane right now?
Well, numerous things. To start off, I definitely say counter picking is a big thing. But if you have a champion, you know, I'll use Gragas in the top lane as an example. Like there's some champions that are just very good blind picks, as there's not too many like crazy counters that you can put against them, and overall their flexibility is pretty good just across the board. You know, Seraphine here, good utility, especially with a safe ADC. He doesn't have to bail the Ezreal out. Ezreal can do that himself. You know, he has the little dash thing he has. I'm
Arcane
not too
Shift,
sure what it's called. Yeah, Arcane Shift, thank you. And, you know, he also has a flash and a heal, so Seraphine's able to opt in to get a exhaust here. As well, she takes Guardian to keep him, you know, more healthy, give him that little bit of Guardian resistance. And, Seraphine's utility overall in team fights, big churn because of the, charm, you know, and the extension of her ultimate when it hits a champion. So we can definitely see some very good setup potential here to go along with the Lissandra, as well as just like the Ezreal ultimate in general, since it also goes in a line. We actually might end up seeing a dive here with the Rift Herald. Nope, Bridge is just gonna back off to safety, so we'll end up seeing top tower here go to Shrimp Gang here for first tower of the game here at 10 minutes, it looks like.
Yeah, and I think they're going to go for the dive. And Stormbringer goes down. Hobby is kind of pushed out. The the Encore goes out, and, you know, also the Nature's Grasp. So pretty much everyone just trading ultimates. Hobby did his best, but he didn't have, you know, after the initial Stormbreaker, they're just, you know, Ezreal Arcane Shifts away, and he just can't lock him down. He still has Flash, though. They're going to stun down Magic Man under tower. Dankcheddar is going to get the kill. Hottest Cashier comes with the teleport, but Hot goes out. Kodak gonna put down the Pullover Peacemaker. Gonna put down some more damage. Hottest Cashier is running further. Mystic Shot does land on Dankcheddar. He is very low, but they're just gonna back off. Ace and Hulk goes down. It looks like it's just gonna hit Hottest Cashier. And he's got that full grit, but nothing is gonna be had. I guess they just kinda get the kill on Magic Man, and run for the hills. Dang should have got really low there, so that was pretty close. But how do you feel about that initial dive?
Definitely some nice teleports coming in though. It looks like Maokai has also, or not Maokai, excuse me. Malphite did opt in for that Bramble Vest, and he has some boots now. So he's building a wide range of different items here. You know, he has 3 different components. So we'll have to see what he builds first. I assume he's going to finish off his boots first and then go into a mythic. So definitely going to be a while before he scales item-wise. You know, he'll just have numerous different components for a bit. Set has now completed that Bork, you know. Very nice healing that he's going to be getting now. Especially at the attack speed. He will proc quite fast.
Tony puts on the Lissandra. They're just going to blow him up. Excuse me. I was looking at the other screen, but Tony put down the Frozen Tomb and they just insta-kill Decomposition. Tony getting a little bit low from the saplings. Builder Peacemaker gets him exceptionally low, so Tony's got to be careful. Kodak's still full health. He's manning the front lines. They have a lot of traps in the front. Hobby's going to go in and stun him out.
Oh my gosh, Kodak whiffing
Mason
his
Hole comes
ultimate.
down and it hits Magic Man. They're just going to take Drag, and that's going to be the first, or second tower of the game, excuse me, the Infernal Drake. And we currently don't have dragons in Baron. Timer's up. Spectator mode likes to be difficult. So we do apologize for that.
After one of the latest patches, I believe it's 12.6, there has been some issues with spectator mode in general, but we will survive here. We can just assume what drag it is by just looking at our map now for what soul, and it is a Cloud Soul. You know, we've been seeing a lot of Cloud Souls a lot, especially as of recent. You know, we've seen like 3 or 4. Last game we had a Hexdrake Soul, and that was not too sure how game-changing it was. I'm not even sure if they managed to get to Soul Point, but looks like, you know, Set opting in for boots finally. Not too sure. Most likely going to see some Merc Treads on him.
There's a sapling in the tri-bush. They might try something. The Encore goes out. Kodak's gonna go ahead and Arcane Shift. Gets, oh my god, the high note kills! And Kodak's gonna keep running. Hottest Cashier's gonna attempt, but I guess he's just gonna run away. But that last high note gets it. Bishop Barrage is gonna hit, but it's not gonna do
looks like they'll siege
enough
the
damage.
bot lane here as well.
Well, if he stays, they're just gonna get dived on. He just needs to run out, just get the early back.
Well, yeah, we got 4 people here in the bot lane, so it's not the most lucrative thing, you know. Sure, taking the tower is nice. Ooh, nice engage.
Yeah, Javi's gonna get the blue. Sandra's gonna try and get out with the Glacial Frost. I believe it's her E that she runs away with. I forget.
Sandra, it is her Glacial Path.
That's right.
Oh, you were close.
Yeah, she likes to. I believe all Ribos have. Oh wait, Knockback's gonna get the chomp. Not gonna be able to do much. Does he have the pillar to get? Kodak's gonna flash and get Mystic Shot. Lands. Nice, Kodak. 1v1 here in the mid lane. Tony's puts on the Frozen Tomb Decomposition. He throws down the Emperor's Pride, but Tony goes back in with the Glacial Path. You know, as we talked about. Tony.
That was very good maneuvering there and prediction.
He's gonna run in though. He's gonna smite. Stormbringer goes out. Is the bike gonna do it? Is the Chomp gonna do it? Or I guess the Chomp is Colonel, but he is gonna kill Tony. So, return kill as well on the Lissandra and the Malphite going down at the same time. Kodak and Hottest Cashier are gonna run him down. Hobby's just gonna, I guess, run the other direction. You know, thankfully back into tower. Wasn't sure if he was gonna go back into his jungle, but going into tower, safer. That was Clown Fiesta, but it looks like Sitting on Wards are, Shrimp Game are going to come out on top, I believe, from that one. Now 6-3. They're up 4,000 gold and 2 drakes, so doing really well.
Being able to help secure objectives here, as we've seen Set actually out of the top lane for about 4 to 5 minutes now. You know, only occasionally going up there, grabbing a wave, and then roaming down. And still ahead in CS by quite a bit here on the Malphite. Malphite not being able to shove out the wave the best, but also not being able to participate in any team fights so far.
And Tony doesn't have teleport. Before Peacemaker gets put back low, Nature Scraps goes out. They are rooted. Are they gonna be able to get the Baron? Still, Magic Man's still rooted. You know. Oh, not Baron. The Rift Herald. The other purple monster. You know, but lots of traps with Kaelin to block out the Ezreal. You know, a little bit of focus well on the front end. They used a lot just to preemptively secure this Rift Herald. And it's most likely going to kill mid if they don't kill it.
Yep, there we go. Will
get
get
a low.
one hit off from Shelly, which is nice. But you know, not too favorable in my opinion. Definitely would have hoped to hold on to that and get a better siege going, especially with Drag coming up here within the next minute. Not too sure because we don't have the exact time, but we can assume from the hourglass on the map it'll be within the next 40 seconds. We're actually going to see Azir use his teleport towards the mid lane here to help prepare, because they need to start getting these drags. Sitting on wards is, you know, quite behind overall, both in gold and in objectives, as well as towers. And their gold is only in a couple people, you know. And with the Malphite being behind, they're going to have to be a bit more cautious here.
They're kind of spread out as well. Knock Knock's going to go in. He puts on the pillar. Encore goes out. Malphite puts down the unstoppable force. Honest Cashier's by himself, but he's set and tanky. Bridge is going to try and do something. Stormbreaker comes out, and excuse me, the Zed does get a double kill. Agency running for his life. Bridge, literally a fraction health. Kodak's going to chase him down. Mystic Shot goes down. Arcane Shift, all he just needs one more auto Mystic Shot. There it is. And Shrimp Game is actually going to secure this Drake.
Yeah, third Drake here, going to be going over here to Shrimp King, unless Azir tries something sneaky, but I doubt it. Looks like Azir is going to take it back here. Looking at the gold difference right now, it's about 3.7 thousand, no, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, it's near there. It's around 3.7, 3.8 now.
Yeah, under 4K, we'll call it.
Yeah, a little bit under 4,000 gold here, but with such an objective lead, even though it is a Cloud Soul, you gotta think, well, you know, they get slow resist, you know, so Maokai is gonna be a lot less impactful. Same with Malphite's abilities, except for his Airborne, which is his main engage. But you gotta think about it, you know, the out-of-combat movement speed, and then from Soul, the movement speed you receive after using your ultimate, definitely gonna help people maneuver a lot better, such as the Set will. After his Showstopper ability, he will run you down, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. You know, Ezreal getting his ultimate back for every fight, basically. He'll end up being able to use his ult, get out of there. Very safe Soul for the Ezreal overall.
Yeah. There are shutdowns for both Set and Ezreal and objective bounty, so there is room for Seeding and Words to come back. I mean, they have, you know, pretty, you know, scale-heavy champs with the Azir and the Caitlyn. I mean, I think Ezreal scales a little bit more, but especially the Azir scales super hard in the late game.
Oh yeah,
so if
for
they can
sure.
just
Definitely once he has the Nashor's Tooth, too, especially. Azir also opting in for the Luden's Echo this game. You know, favorable item, but I believe there would be betters here in this scenario. Against a Trundle and a Set, you know, Leandre's wouldn't even be so bad. I've seen Riftmaker on Azir as well, but since Azir opted to take Electrocute here, I can understand why he didn't go Riftmaker.
Right, and I think the Luden's just like a... I'd say just like the gold standard of items.
Luden's
like if you don't know what to get, just get
across
Luden's.
the board. Very nice mage item, you know. The built-in penetration you get, as well as the scaling pen. Very nice, you know, it gives you mana. It is quite a favorable item, to say the least. You know, the Echo, I believe is what it is. I think that's the passive damage when you hit an ability. It does a little bit of extra damage, helps with wave clear, but also gives you a bit of movement speed, I believe. And so it is quite a favorable item to have, you know, just for repositioning. But
Yeah.
definitely would have
I will
opted in
say-
for maybe like a lethal tempo here on the Azir.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, electrocute, you know, I'd say it's better for laning and, you know, for, you know, because you can burst people down with the Azir. But speaking of Azir, decompos. Oh, the Shurima shuffle coming out from decomposition, breaking some ankles top lane. As we were just talking about him, able to get out, use his soldiers to his advantage. Because speaking of which, oh, never mind. As Tony puts on the Persian Tomb, that is a dead IUC. Let's see if Ace in the Hole. Nope, Magic Man will live. Very quick turnaround for, I'd say turn. Quick picks from Shrimp Game. You know, because I wanted to know, look at all these pink wards in this, you know, red side jungle. I mean, we got 3 around the pit and 1 in the red side. Flubber's gonna ult. The Encore does go out. Rage is pretty much caught out. He is charmed. Hobby is dead. Fridge running for his life. Not could. He bites Dank. He smites. Their flash. One more auto from Kodak. Maybe a mystic shot. There it is. That is a dead Dank Cheetah. Honestly, if Kodak had it, he could have also arcane shifted over the wall to try and kill IGC. But just gonna take the 2 kills. Dank Cheetah having a rough time. 1 in 5 and 2 on the Caitlyn. Keeping him with farm, but outside of that, pretty much struggling. I mean, Tony honestly has been doing great with these Frozen Tombs. I really like, you know, what he's been doing with Lissandra. You know, Sandra's kind of keep that just for, I guess, like defensive purposes, like a self-use. Like if I get caught, I'll use it on myself. But he's definitely been using it a lot more just to lock down these champions. And these fights have been pretty mixed. There hasn't really been any major focus on one person. You know, it's been kind of just all over the place. Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit more focus from sitting on wards, because I mean, they have that front-to-back team.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what they should be focusing. Dank Cheetah hasn't really been able to do anything at all this game.
Sitting on
Decomposition's
wards
been fighting for his life.
is quite behind here, especially with the objective now being up. Cloud Soul is here for the mix, and we're definitely going to be hoping to see steal from the Volibear, because that is definitely going to be needed here if they want to have a fighting chance. You know, they have 1 tower taken, no objective.
They're just gonna take it though.
Yeah,
like,
there goes the
uncontested.
soul. And with them, they must just be like, oh, hey, it's Cloud Soul, whatever. But still, those stats add up, man. You know, movement speed isn't useless. Same with slow resist.
Tony's gonna go in. Gonna say just kidding. Knock is gonna run at the competition, but they're gonna
It's
say
like they
just
might
kidding.
force a Baron fight here as well.
I mean, they can. There's only 1 ward on the Baron, and you know they just put another pink in the pit. But I don't think they see a flash coming out from Agassi. Almost getting caught out there. But there is still 1. It looks like, oh no, that ward expire? I can't. Yeah, it looks like that ward expired in the Baron pit. So there's no vision. They do lock down Agency. Showstopper grabs him. Knock is just gonna chomp him to death as a dead support for the side of sitting on wards. They just keep getting caught out.
Dangerous waters here, yeah. As Shrimp Gang is still at full player capacity, while Maokai is down for anything that is to come within the next 15 seconds. And it looks like they're just going to try and shred through this Baron here. And Volibear might end up trying to steal it. He does have Stormbreaker, but I'm not too sure if it'll be enough.
Yeah, they can't see that ward either. So, I mean, he still could. Nope. Hotsketchy is going to take it.
Oh my gosh, and they just
decomposition.
get
Hobby just died
eviscerated.
instantly. Wow. Yeah, and actually,
Caitlyn going
Hotsketchy
to
was the one that secured it.
secure tier 2 mid tower here, it looks like, and shove out the wave, so it will be more difficult for Shrimp Gang to try and siege. But I'm not too sure if that will be enough here. Mustard Cat, unfortunately, believing she's going to lose her points, which is a good thing. I'm going to be getting them. But yeah, we're definitely going to have to be looking for a siege here. Set here with the bounty, with the Gore Drinker and the Bork. Not even completed boots here at 25 minutes, just destroying the enemy team.
Doesn't need him.
Yeah, he doesn't need him. You know, he has the Cloud Soul, the free movement speed. No point, man. No point.
He's the chattiest of chads when it comes to League of Legends champions. So, I mean, if you're gonna... Okay, as we see that, he finished the Merc Treads and picked up a pickaxe, but
Yep,
for a while
we go.
there...
We
Well,
got
actually,
pickaxe
Trundle
on.
also hasn't completed his boots.
Yeah, but he has. He also has a movement ability. I believe this is Frost plane.
The frozen
or-
domain.
yeah, frozen domain. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It just allows him to move so insanely fast, but also get that insane amount of attack speed depending on how upgraded it is. And, you know, we see the, Caitlyn here opting in for a Phantom Dancer, I believe it is, for her second item. And,
Tony goes in with the Glacial. He puts down the Frozen Tomb. Javi and Agus are dead. They're gonna keep sieging. Let's see. They still have Baron minions for a good bit. They really can't do anything. Kodak, missed the Mystic shot onto Decomposition. That one would have hurt. This is an online Ezreal. He's got the Sunder and the fully stacked Mermana. Those autos hurt. He's also got red buff. They've got Soul. They've got Baron. They got
oh my
red buff
gosh,
on
they're just
Kodak.
gonna end the game
I think
here!
they're just gonna end. I mean, the Unstoppable Force goes down, and then Fridge just walks
Zero
away.
damage done by
Showstopper,
him
though,
as
on
well.
Malphite. That's gonna also pull in Fridge. Dang, Cheetah almost died. Ooh, almost kills. Tony's gonna put down the Everfrost, but gonna die as well. Ace Hold's gonna kill Hottest Cashier. Knock
Oh
is
my gosh.
also about to get picked out. Magic Man's gonna try and get them out, but great response by sitting on wards. They just got
Oh, yeah,
3 kills,
definitely.
900 golden shutdowns. Javi's still going. He's chasing down Magic Man. Knock's gonna run the other way. But Javi, I think, is too
he'll
fast.
be able to make it in time, too. Nope, he won't.
Yeah, the
But
beat drop
definitely big
route did
turnaround
hold
here.
him.
I don't know if this can turn the tides of the game. The Azir, however, picking up about 1,000 gold out of that fight, and the Caitlyn picking up around 800. So she's gonna be opting in to grab that pickaxe and the a hook of agility here, as well as she has a longsword, and I believe she is building
IE, it looks like.
yeah, I believe it's Infinity Edge. I'm not
Yeah.
for sure, but still, they
All the
don't have
components.
a lot of damage here on the side of sitting on wards. You know, they got the Azir and the Caitlyn, and the Volibear does have nice engage, but he's building tanks, so he's limited.
Yeah, I guess he's gonna try and run out. Naka's running him down. Frozen Domain goes down, but he's not gonna chase. I guess he just
Elder is up in a minute.
getting picked out a lot this game so far. Trying to get this vision, but it's not really that gonna work. Killer goes down. Dreamer Shuffle's gonna get him away though. Yeah, they're just gonna siege his mid lane because, I mean, yeah, a good amount of gold went down for the KO on the Azir. Tony's glacial path is gonna go down, but not do anything. Showstopper gets 3, pulls him in. That is a big. Unfortunately, not even able to do anything. We're just gonna flap them. Kodak with so much damage.
Oh
Mystic
my
shots,
gosh.
arcane shift, and he's just gonna slap him
This is
around.
game
Almost
here.
for Kodak.
They're gonna get a team
He's
gap
gonna keep
ace
going
as
in.
well, it looks like. Yep, there we go. That is
Yeah,
the
it
team
is.
gap ace. Quadra kill on the Ezreal. And Shrimp Gang 2 O's sitting on wards here. Woo! Wow.
That was unexpected because their third place, like sitting on wards, was the definitive first place for the moment. Were they not? I believe so.
I believe so. Yeah, definitely a interesting change to say the least here. You know, I definitely was surprised about those 2 games, to say the least. Definitely team comp oriented, you know, sitting on wards, not having as much damage output as Shrimp Gang, especially since so many people had utility while doing a lot of damage. You know, you had the Trundle and the Set. Good CC and good utility from them both. And so there we go. The prediction is completed. You know, you got
Cash in
your
my pocket.
points.
I'll
And,
take it.
Yeah, man, it was. We're
Yeah,
gonna actually have our MVP poll put out here. Who do you guys think did the best? I definitely enjoyed watching Hottish Cashier. You know, loving the set gameplay in the top lane.
Chad.
And from what I did see, you know, the Gwyn did all right last game too. So overall, just very strong. But who do you guys think? Who do you guys think was the MVP of that match?
I personally would say Kodak. I mean, 10-1-9 on the Ezreal. Third most or most farm on his team. Dank Cheta doing his best to at least out farm him, even though he finished T6 on the Caitlyn. Because if you look at the damage charts, oh, just kidding, I forget you can't look at the damage charts right now because client likes to be difficult. But I'm gonna assume Kodak did the most damage. I mean, he had highest KP in
Oh
the
yeah, he
game along
was
with
quite
Magic
strong
Man.
that second game.
Yeah, and those mystic shots were just landing. I mean, he was killing it. Very early on, he got that return kill on Dangchetta, by
Oh yeah, that
himself.
early kill
No need for
too.
knock. So played lane incredibly well. Bot lane was just pretty dominant. I mean, Dangchetta and IUC just couldn't do anything. I will say the big, I guess, like thing for Shrimp Game winning was their ward, like their warding of the map. Like they just had such great map control. Um, they just got so many picks throughout the game that sitting on wards, they wanted to play this front to back comp, but they just weren't able to. They never were together as five because they either got picked off or they just didn't group as five. And by the time they got to those big, 5 versus 5 team fights in the jungle, they were just too far behind. It just didn't matter. But MVP votes are up. I personally am going to put Kodak, but Hottest Cashier and Tony are also in the mix. Tony with the Lysandra also so much fun to watch. Frozen Tombs were just clapping people, just you're not allowed to move. Sorry, but like you're stuck here. We're just gonna blow you up. And that's how they started a lot of their team fights. They were able to blow up a lot of people, with Tony's, Frozen Tomb. So we weren't able to see the first game, when he played the Lysandra, but I'm sure, he was doing great on that as well. We'll probably ask him a little bit how the first game went. We'll probably we might put some highlights out later, Rhineline, possibly. I don't know, but I'm sure it was a banger of a series, so we might be able to get some highlights for y'all. Sorry that y'all couldn't see CNN Awards get 2-0'd, but yeah. Looks like so far Tony is actually gonna be getting the MVP so far, but we're still halfway through the
Also,
voting.
remember that we can have multiple MVP votes if if two people or a couple people tie with their votes.
True. Yeah, there's 41 of y'all watching. I think y'all could at least vote. I believe in you. Just just a quick press of the button. Y'all were watching this game, weren't you? But yeah,
Come on,
okay. So
give
there's
Nox some love. He's there at 0 votes. Come on,
uh,
guys.
yeah, did amazing on the Trindle. He didn't. He was the only champion not to die this series. So, and then now 4 votes for Magic Man, swing it out on the Seraphine, which those encores were on point. I think especially those drag fights, he was able to lock down several people with that Seraphine ultimate. So looking like Magic Man so far. Another vote for Kodaks. Now we could just be pulling the bot lane. I'm cool with that. Just pull the full bot lane. They both had 19 kill participation, 19 out of 22 kill participation. There were only 3 kills that they did not assist with. So I think at least in that game, for what we saw, I think that would definitely warrant a MVP vote. And unless that doesn't change, and
And the mid lane gets 4 votes as well.
So I guess we're pulling in 3
There
people.
we go. We gotta pull out 3 people. Nice. Tony,
so it's gonna be
Kodak,
Tony, Kodak,
and Magic Man are our MVPs for tonight. How often have we actually seen this many people get MVP?
Yeah, I think like maybe 1 or 2 times outside of when we don't pull in the whole team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's gonna be a banger. Ryline's gonna be pulling them in, and we will be talking shortly. They should all be in the Discord, so we'll be pulling them in, asking them some questions,
Interrogating them.
There we go.
interrogating them. Yes. Okay. So far, I can do it. I think I got it.
Hmm.
There we go. I think that's everyone. So it looks like Tony, Magic Man, and Kodak. What's up, guys?
Hello.
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 Yeah, banger of a series. We apologize. We actually
congratulations.
didn't get to watch your a good majority of your first game. We were having some audio difficulties. Streamlabs was being difficult. We did see you win. I had initially thought sitting on wards would win just based on draft and placements.
No
but
faith.
how do y'all feel from this 2-0? I mean, that was the first place team. So, I mean, just give us your initial thoughts for this series.
We're feeling
Hyphy.
hot. Yeah,
Hyphy,
we're
bro.
feeling hot.
Hyphy,
Nice.
bro.
let me just say I'm glad the first game was the one that kind of got messed up because it was a little less cleaner than the second game, but the
Yeah,
First
first
game was a
exactly.
good game. It was kind of back and forth. We made a big comeback in the end. Second game, not as much.
Yeah, you got a few minutes in,
Yeah.
and then you started messing with Rylan's computer. Sounds about right.
Yep.
Noble, you got stuff for them?
What was your guys' opinion? You were able to re-lock in a lot of the strong champs that you had in the previous games, such as the Lissandra. That's one of the main things that I saw in the kill feed from the previous game was, Lissandra picking up kills here and there. So, what were you guys' opinions on that?
Yeah, I mean, I love playing Lissandra. We were talking about after the game. It's just kind of see champ, snare champ. We just don't let them play the game.
We were
So
very surprised they got through. That's for sure.
I took a little bit of a back seat in that game, in that second game, and just kind of had some engages and let my team deal the damage, and it worked out great.
I think our junglers pulled 3 bans in the first 3 bans every single game we've played this league. So maybe, just maybe,
Yep.
someone might ban something else. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, bot lane champs usually get picked in the first round. Maybe. I mean, the Seraphine I think was really strong in Magic Man. Those encores were phenomenal. I mean, there's just so much. I'd say like cohesion from y'all in team fights. I do want to start about early game in the second game though. I mean, were y'all expecting the Maokai, Caitlyn, and the Tribrush, and like, how did y'all like? I guess what were comms like when as
Do you really want to
Jake
know what the
Chetta's
com
flashing
was?
on you?
I said,
Yes.
hey, I said,
That's
hey,
exactly
I think they're in
what it was.
Tribrush. Ezreal shot a Q, and I just walked in and face tanked. It
Yeah,
was great.
he goes, I think they're a Tribush. I just launched one. I was like, it hit! And then we just started scrapping.
It was lit. It was lit.
We literally just
Yeah,
Kool-Aid
that's-
manned the tri-bush.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. I don't remember if y'all burned any summoners. I remember
Oh, I
obviously, like,
flashed. I
after you.
panicked. I got my
Yeah.
ass beat.
I
Yeah,
used
I mean,
seal
the
on him to
panic
try and
splash,
save him.
but
Yeah.
it's awesome. Y'all have anyone to shout out? I guess besides the ones here, or give any love to your teammates. As we get started with this interview.
I think everybody played phenomenally. I know us three, like there's a 3-way tie for MVP as it should have been, but we all played pretty evenly.
Yeah,
Yes, it should. No big deal.
for sure.
Everybody did great. Like, hottest cashier in the top lane did a great job in both those games. Was a pretty big damage threat. Knock, knock, just kind of like was doing his job and being the front line, catching people
Yep.
in all those games. Like we just played. It felt like a pretty good game. Couple games of League of Legends.
Yeah, no, but one more question, and we'll get started talking about playoffs.
So, I'm not sure. I don't really have any other questions here, since we didn't get to see the first game, I didn't get to have as many questions for that.
Right.
You might want to go back and string it. It was a fucking banger, dude.
It was a
Yeah,
banger.
yeah, we
we'll
made
do our
First game
best.
was good.
Yeah,
First game was great.
it'll probably show up on the replays. Just send a
It was
replay to
scrappy.
Ryline. We'll get that taken care of. But I guess going into playoffs, you just beat City and Awards, 2-0 them. I think they should still be sitting in first place. 'Cause I think that's 3 points for y'all for winning. So you actually have overtaken Team Rose in the standings. Now you're second place. Getting a better seed for playoffs.
Oh, we second?
I think
I
we're-
believe after this game.
Oh, I thought we were third.
I thought we were best we could do was third, but second's cool.
I might be wrong. I wasn't sure about the other games, but I'm looking at the current standings.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, great for y'all. I mean, either way, you're gonna finish top 3. Are there any of I guess the lower seed teams that you might not want to face against?
Well,
lower
I'll just say we really wanted to get. Well, we wanted a 2-0. It was the number 1 team, so we didn't know exactly how it would go. But we
Right.
didn't want to face the number 1 team because I think they're undefeated as well, right? In the other division, we didn't want to face them.
Yeah, so
Oh,
how do you guys
no
feel
more
about
teams
that,
are undefeated.
okay, cool.
I mean, so I'm pretty sure going into this this match today, like we were secured for playoffs. It was just kind of placements going in, and so like overall the games didn't really matter, and our whole goal going in was let's just make them lose.
Yeah,
Hey, we
yeah.
love it. I mean, and yeah, I mean that's strong showing for when you do, if you do make it further in playoffs, you're gonna, it's very possible you're gonna have to play them again. So it looks like you have their number this time. So we'll see, what happens during playoffs. Ryan, when do those get started again? I forgot what week we're on for PCL. I know we just finished VCL. Right. So it's either this week or next week. So we will be going into playoffs. Wookie and Ryan will be releasing the final seeding, but so far, I mean, this is probably the best outcome for you. So congrats again to Shrimp Game.
Thank you.
Probably one of my favorite team names as well. You never think a little shrimp is going to come out on top, but when there's a gang of them, makes all the difference. So
Just
The
for
little,
record,
the little shrimp
sh-
always
sh-
likes being on top.
Yeah, the shrimp always
Exactly.
comes on top. So
all right. So yeah, it looks like we'll be starting possibly this week. So is there anything else you have for y'all before we get headed out here?
just GG to City Awards, man. It was a fun game.
Yep. Fun
Sweet.
series.
Well, that is my time and our time. Thank again for Noble and Rylion for tonight, hosting and casting with me. Thanks again, Tony, Kodak, and Magic Man for joining us tonight with this wonderful interview. But that'll be it for us. So have a good night, Team Gap.
Later.
Let's go. That's a Samira physical. That's a team got the ace. Not just shy pulls it in. They got so greedy.
Here we go. Shima with the help of her allies. They got the Baron buff minions. They want to take this inhibitor turret, but Set, ISR, and Sejuani are here. They're making a commotion. The front line is getting thick. The air is getting thick again. But Shima back-to-back kills. Makes it look easy. All the way from downtown. The Rocket Slinger herself finds a triple. That's an Alistar down. Last one alive is going to be the Jhin in the base. Shima goes for it. The Gale Force is in. Oh, she's so close. Can she do it? Oh, phenomenal play.